Before assembling the machine, please organize all components. We have prepared all types of fasteners, and each step is accompanied by a diagram of the components for assembly. You can quickly assemble the machine by following the steps below. Step 1. Connect the gantry assembly to the main frame connecting tube assembly using hex socket head cap bolts, spring washers, flat washers, and lock nuts. Ensure appropriate tightening. Connect the main frame connecting tube assembly to the main frame assembly using hex socket head cap bolts, spring washers, and flat washers. Ensure appropriate tightening. Connect the gantry assembly to the main frame connecting tube assembly 2 using hex socket head cap bolts, spring washers, and flat washers. Ensure appropriate tightening. Connect the main frame connecting tube assembly 2 to the main frame assembly using hex socket head cap bolts, spring washers, and flat washers. Ensure all are tightened. Step 2. Insert the cam disc assembly, left, into the retaining ring, and install it into the main frame assembly. Secure it with a C-ring for shaft in the circlip groove, followed by hex socket head cap bolts, spring washers, and the decorative aluminum cover. Install the cam disc assembly, right, in the same manner as the cam disc assembly, left. Step 3. Insert the straight arm cross tube weldment into the retaining ring between the cam disc assembly, right, and the cam disc assembly, left. Secure it with a C-ring in the circlip groove. Then connect with hex socket head cap bolts, spring washers, and the decorative aluminum cover. Connect the cushion assembly to the main frame assembly using hex socket head cap bolts, spring washers, and flat washers. Ensure tightening. Step 4. Connect the arm weldment right to the straight arm cross tube weldment using the handle rotating shaft, decorative aluminum cover, and secure with hex socket head cap bolts and spring washers. Install the arm weldment, left, in the same manner as the arm weldment, right. Step 5. Connect the seat cushion assembly to the seat plate assembly using hex socket head cap bolts, spring washers, and flat washers. Install the seat plate assembly onto the main frame assembly by pressing the plastic handle assembly upwards against the seat adjustment plate. Use the roller shaft, rollers, and circlip to assemble, ensuring the circlip is fully seated in the circlip groove. Connect the gas spring to the seat plate assembly and the main frame assembly using hex socket head cap bolts, flat washers, and lock nuts. Ensuring appropriate tightening. Make sure the gas spring can rotate freely. Note: loosen the 2 hex socket head cap bolts on the seat plate assembly, but do not remove them while applying downward pressure on the rollers. Tighten the hex socket head cap bolts on both sides. This will allow adjustment of the rocking motion and smooth vertical sliding of the seat plate assembly. Step 6. Removing the bottom pulley. Thread the 1-pound wire rope assembly through the lower pulley of the main frame assembly, as indicated in the diagram. The upper pulley uses a stud cover and a hex nut. Thread the 2-pound wire rope assembly through the pulley assembly and the upper pulley of the main frame assembly, securing it in the wire rope grooves of the cam disc assembly, left and right. Adjust the 2 external hex socket head cap bolts to ensure the lengths of the engaged threads are as consistent as possible, providing suitable tension on both wire ropes. Then tighten the 2 hex thin nuts. Check that all screws are tightened properly. Any that are loose should be secured. Assembly is complete. Monthly Check all assembly bolts and tighten them again. If the product walls, adjust its position or the height of the foot pads. Weekly. Inspect each rotating part to ensure they move smoothly without noise. Ensure the wire rope is tight and the counterweight is not hanging when stationary. Test the pin component for proper function and tighten if necessary. Apply silicone oil to the sliding rod and rotating parts. Use the product normally to ensure all functions are working. Daily. Inspect the wire rope, pulleys, counterweights, and other stress parts for wear or damage. Make sure the wire rope stays on track. Check whether the wire rope is derailed. Check whether the wire rope is loose. Check the product surface for peeling paint, aging leather, softening, label peeling, or surface damage. Replace as needed. Wipe the product surface with a water-based conditioner like Pledge. Loosen all bolts connecting the gantry and main frame. Remove the upper cover. Unscrew the 4M5*15 screws. Disconnect the circuit board wiring. Remove the front and rear panels. Unscrew the 4M6*12 bolts from the upper support plate. Loosen the M8*10 screw on the fixed sleeve of the sliding rod. Remove the fixed sleeve, and then sequentially remove the weight stacks. Unscrew the 4M8 nuts and 4ST4.2*15 screws, securing the left and right covers. Unscrew the 12ST4.2*15 screws. Lift the gantry and replace the lower cover. Secure the lower cover with 12ST4.2*15 screws. Install the left and right covers, then tighten the 4M8 nuts and 4ST4.2*15 screws. Reinstall the fixed sleeve on the sliding rod and secure the sliding rod. Remove the fixed sleeve from the sliding rod and sequentially reinstall. Tighten the M8*10 screw on the fixed sleeve of the sliding rod. Install the upper support plate and tighten the 4M6*12 bolts. Install the front and rear panels, ensuring the panel height aligns with the upper support plate. Tighten the 4M5*15 screws, securing the front and rear panels. Reassemble the circuit board wiring. Reinstall the upper cover. Tighten the bolts connecting the gantry and main frame.